Okay, people. Here is former NBA player Joe Smith and his wife Kisha Chavis, right? Having an argument, and apparently during this argument, Kisha decides to turn on the camera, okay? First and foremost, before we break anything down, before we break this down, let me say this. Anytime someone breaks out a camera during an argument, it's for two specific reasons. One, they're in fear for their life, understandable. And two, they're out to embarrass the other participants in the conversation or the argument. Plain and simple. That's only two reasons, right? Now that we have established, let's watch the video.
It's stupid, bro. I can't believe I'm sitting here just finding out you got an OnlyFans page. Out of all these years, yo, the disrespect that comes with it, that you could even talk to me before you did it, that's bullshit, yo. That's fucked up, Keith. I'm telling you, bro, that's fucked up.
Wait, no. Calm, but you're not gonna say fuck me or that's fucked up. It's not fucked up.
You recording me? What the fuck you doing?
Listen, it's not fucked up, and we're going to. Okay, look, so I have an OnlyFans page, and he's mad because he's just now finding out about it.
Of course I'm mad I'm just finding out about it.
I'm not doing it with anybody but myself, so why should I have to tell you my choice, my body, my fucking choice?
I'm your partner, you're supposed to come to me and talk to me.
Joe, I've been talking to you about mad things. I've been asking for solutions to shit. You're not giving me none, so I created one.
That's no solution. Not in my book. That's no solution.
You knew who the fuck I was when you met me.
Before,
I thought that I would never have to go back to anything like this again. But unfortunately, that's not the case right now.
After that, everything's supposed to change.
Everything did change.
No. Obviously it hasn't.
No, it had to. I had to do something.
Hasn't. You stood out there showing your body.
Ooh.
You stood out there doing stuff like this on camera.
You act like that's the only thing that I do. I have mad jobs, but they're not facilitating everything that needs to be done. So I got something extra. OnlyFans be breaking me off. What the fuck?
Come on, Keisha. It don't matter what they breaking you off. It's the disrespect that comes with it.
What disrespect?
You couldn't come and talk to me about it.
Okay, well, we're talking about it now.
Because I had to find out on the fly.
All right, then. But now, okay.
No,
so wait.
I had to find out on the fly.
Okay. Breakdown of communication. First and foremost. Secondly, is this a breach of trust? I want you to ask yourself that question and then put it in the comments. One of the things that was said in the video was, you knew who I was when you met me. Wow. And he says it's supposed to change after that. Hey, bro. I'm not going to touch that right quick. She obviously had this account for some time, and she felt that her needs, monetarily or otherwise, have not being met. So we chose option B, aka violence at this point. The tough part about this conversation, truthfully, is twofold. Joe is upset because of the sheer secrecy of her doing it for however long it's been, which I definitely can agree with. Kisha is upset because Joe hasn't helped her with the issues that she's been having, be it money, attention, affection, any other deficiencies prior to starting this account. How do you think the conversation would have went if Kisha asked how you felt about her making an OnlyFans account prior to her doing the content and starting? With him knowing her past, do you think he would have been okay with it? And if he didn't approve, would you still do it anyway? I'm asking a lot of questions because there's always more to the story than we see. We only see a tidbit of it because when we turn the camera on, we usually see the tail end of every situation or right before it goes over the cliff. Like I said at the beginning, we only turn it on for two reasons. It's either to embarrass somebody or they're in fear of their danger and fear of their life. And usually when we do it to try to embarrass somebody, 9 times out of 10, it doesn't end well. When you're married, you tie yourself to that person, good, bad, or indifferent. So everything reflects upon both of you, whether you like it or not. Regardless of whether she's right or wrong, for turning on the camera, what you agree with or what you don't. We're here, now we're sitting in your living room, like the rest of the world, trying to figure this mess out. I'm not siding with either of them at this point because both of them are in the wrong. Joe is liable because Keisha's in need of something that she's been trying to communicate with him about, whether good or bad. And Kisha is liable because she's an explicit content creator online without Joe's knowledge, her husband, and choosing to air out his bewilderment online. It's messy. It's marriage. Figure it out. Both of them in the wrong. Both of them are right and both of them are wrong, because you have to make a conscious effort to be listening to the other person. One of the things that a lot of people like to do in conversations is start talking once they hear something they don't like, right? They'll start talking over you, which in turn, what that does is completely devoids them of anything else that you said. They stop listening and only hear what they want to hear and respond to that accordingly, because they feel like either they're being attacked or they feel like they're being lied about. So that's why people do what they do. If you don't allow the person you're having a conversation with to finish their ideas or their sentences, then you're honestly not giving them your true attention. You're not listening to what they have to say. You're only hearing the words, but you only care about the things that may upset you or the things that you may take as inflammatory. So we got to learn on that communication part first. We always got to listen twice as hard as we talk. I think Kisha's at her point where she really don't care. She's at the point where she's like, okay, I'm going to put you on blast because I'm ready to make my exit. And Joe's like, you ain't got to do this. You know, what if my boys see this, all this other stuff. Now he's looking at himself and the perception that other people have of him. So they're both at a point where they're at a stopgap, in which now, because the information is out there, they're going to have to make a decision on whether we want to take this in, we want to deal with this, we want to figure out a path forward, or are we to the point where we're irreconcilable, where we feel like we no longer want to be where we are. And usually when we see things like this, it's because someone has made a decision because they no longer want to be where they are, trying to get more attention on their situation so that people can side with them to give them the approval to remove themselves from this marriage. Most people don't want to leave their marriages. If it's a decent one, most people don't want to leave. They just want approval. They want people to hear them out, be on their side, and agree with them so they can make a decision that they want. I'm just being honest. Versus the difficult one, which is figuring it out. And like I said, we only got a snapshot. We only got 2 minutes of their relationship of, I don't know, 10, 15 years or whatever the case may be. The other thing we don't talk about is that, yes, Kisha Chavis was, prior to their marriage, adult film star. So that's why the reference was, you knew me before, you knew me who I was before who I am now. Whether that's right or wrong, that's an honest statement. But that still doesn't excuse the inability for growth or to be outside of becoming a different person within your marriage. Now, some people want to grow faster than others, and some people just want to be who they are. And this may be her just going back to who she is. Don't know enough. It's only 2 minutes, but take it for what it is and just say both are in the right, both are in the wrong. Either you figure it out or you don't. Move on. This is K Dizzle. Follow me for more cooking advice.